Hi everybody, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my week 2 check-in in my September 2023 budget. And let's go ahead and get started with putting down my expense trackers. I have not paid anything towards debt yet. I have paid 3 bills. And Discovery Plus was on the 12th, natural gas on the 13th, and electric on the 13th. Nothing in auto, nothing in restaurants, 1 business expense, which is a regular monthly bill that I have to pay, and that happened on the 9th. It is the security for my website, for my editing website. Nothing in entertainment, nothing in crafts, 1 personal expense, and this was yesterday at CVS. I needed to pick up some prescriptions. Ooh. It's crooked. And we're about to get a thunderstorm. The house is all shaking from the thunder right now. I'm so happy to see rain. I do have to leave today at some point to go get my second mammogram, so I'm not looking forward to driving in this because I have to drive my mom's van because my car is in the shop. I put it in the shop again yesterday to try to figure out what is still going on with it. Nothing in gifts. 1 household expense from Amazon, and that happened on the 11th. I haven't even opened the boxes, to be honest. They're still sitting there, so I do need to go and actually make sure I have everything in there, but it was mainly all household stuff. 1 grocery visit, that was on the 8th, and that was to get stuff just to make a couple more meals, and I think I'm set for enough meals to get me almost all the way through September, if not all the way to September. So I may have to go to the store and get some more towards the end of the month, but I have had enough soups in the freezer outside, and I was able to make several meals out of what I had in my pantry to help kind of stretch the funds a little bit. So, but because of this, I still owe $1,200 or something like that. I need to actually print out the receipt with all the information on it. And so I'm gonna have to be a little aggressive on putting stuff into savings to be able to pay for the rest of this by March of next year. And so that means that I won't be able to put as much to debt payments as I originally had planned for the next couple months. Most people would say don't go on vacation when you're trying to pay off debt, but I lived like that for too long, and the vacations that I had were staycations where I would stay home and not do anything. And I don't mind doing staycations because I'm going to do another one here in October where I'm going to be working on the bathroom, but I at least want to get out once a year and go somewhere, and I don't want to go with my family. So it's a girls' weekend type thing. So that's what that is for. I'm not making excuses. In my opinion, I need a vacation because for most of my life, I really wasn't able to afford to go on vacation. So I can afford this. It's just I have to rework budgets as I go through it. But I have enough time to make up for it and plan, and I still have to pay for flights and food while I'm out there and souvenirs and all of that. But the next and last one is a dermatologist appointment. I had to pay so far I've only had to pay the copay on that. Okay, my no spend trackers. This is a regular monthly bill, so I consider it, I know it's gonna happen, so it's a no spend. Sunday was a no spend as well. This is a no spend as well because it is a bill that I know was coming out on the 12th every single week, every single month. And that is it for no spends. I am doing very well on everything, so let's go ahead and go through and get my pens, pencils, and everything out here so that way we can go through everything and do the actual check-in. So I have actually a income that came in, not much of an income. So on one of my credit cards, I went shopping at either Home Depot or Lowe's or one of those, and I got 68 cents in cash back for that. It was probably from Lowe's because I only bought one item and it was probably like 1% or something like that. So 68 cents came in for cash back. And then yesterday, my mom gave me $30 because she feels bad that she came in yesterday to fly out today to go visit my sisters. She feels bad because she's been flushing my toilet, and I've told her about my water bill situation where my meter is definitely broken. And I know that for now. I need to call back the city and see where we stand on everything. And if they say that the meter is correct, I'm gonna say, well, how do I file a claim? Because it is wrong and it's broken, because I did another bucket test. And basically what I did is I went and read the meter, wrote down or took a picture of how much it was initially, waited 15 to 30 minutes, I can't remember exactly because I was in a meeting, waited that 15 to 30 minutes, took another picture. Nothing had changed on the meter, not even the little red spinny dial, nothing saying that there was a leak. So that was the initial leak test. There was no leak. So then after that, I went and got a 5-gallon bucket, and I know it's a 5-gallon bucket because on the bottom of the bucket it says 5 gallons. I filled it up one time with 5 gallons. I went to the meter and it said that it filled up with, or I used 20 gallons. And I'm like, that's not possible. That is not possible. So I have picture evidence of all of this so that way I can actually start filing the claim and everything, and going through the process of all of that. So, because my meter is broken. It may be reading that amount of gallons. Like when they came and read the meter, yeah, it says that, but it's broken. So that is coming up. So she gave me $30 to kind of help a little bit, just to, because she knows my mom understands the issues. So I need to, 56.33 from previous income plus the 30.68 is $87, 87.01. Okay, and so far that's all my income. Ooh, it's getting really dark outside. Ooh, exciting. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through and groceries, 78 to 74. Okay, we're looking good at groceries, at still having a good balance. And like I said, I don't think I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store. I may have to go like one more time to get milk or something like that, and you know, some other stuff, but I'm gonna see how far I can actually last with what I have in the fridge and freezer right now. Okay, miscellaneous. We had one miscellaneous, which was the $40 over here for the dermatologist. Okay, and then let's see, how do I want to go about this? Let's do the bills first. So Discovery plus $7.57 matches. Okay, electric $2.64. I'm putting this one in red because it far exceeds the $160 that I budgeted. And that's just for me to see that it was over budget. And then natural gas is $30.09, which is under budget. Okay, and then the rest is, I'll have to switch to these 2 pages, but let's go ahead and Amazon 8410 from household out of the 100. So I still have $15 to spend on household. I don't think I need to buy anything else for household, so we should be good. We should be good. Like, this stuff was stuff I had been looking at for a while and it still was under budget. So CVS 2307 for personal care, 2307 plus 3464. We are at 5771 and still have about $17 for personal, and I don't think I have to buy anything else, but may need to do some more prescriptions. I don't know. That's where we're at right now. I have not spent anything in restaurants, which is perfectly good. I'm happy about that. And the restaurants that I have eaten at, my mom has paid for this month. So, you know, all good on that front. So let's switch to sinking funds. I'm gonna go ahead and put this transaction in over here. That is, if I can get all the pages up so I can actually do this. Okay. And over here, like I said, I have $400 in my vacation fund, but I will be transferring $100, and at the end of the month, like, there'll be a negative amount here, basically, from what I transferred in and out. And then switching over to business, 3751, that came out. So we are all checked in for everything for this week. So that is the breakdown for this week's budget. I am feeling good about this. The household, I'm not over, which is good. I'm still under, and I don't plan to buy any other things. So I'm gonna try to maintain it to be under. And the only things that have, like the miscellaneous ones, those are doctor's appointments, and I'm okay with those because I can work them into the budget as it is. And the vacation one was kind of a surprise. I wasn't expecting to do that, but I needed to do it so that way I could get a percentage off of it. So doing the early bird registration for it. So yeah, that is why I went ahead and did it, was to help save money in the end. But other than that, it's pretty standard of everything. So I am feeling this month I'm doing much better on controlling my spending and trying to do, it's not a no spend, but a limited spending on the things that I overspend in. So lately it's been miscellaneous, household, personal. I'm getting close on the personal right now. I'm hoping I don't have to buy anything else that's considered personal, but we'll see. But because I haven't been going to the restaurants or going much to groceries, it's kind of like that kind of evens out a little bit. Since my car is in the shop, I may not have to buy gas, but I am driving my mom's van while my car is in the shop and trying to figure out what's going on with that. And it's a minivan, and I'm gonna have to drive it in a couple days because I have to go to City of Houston jury duty, and it's not close that I have to drive completely across town to the south side. I live on the very north tip of Houston, and I have to drive all the way to the south, like south. I think it's in another county is where I'm having to go because it's so far south, but it's still City of Houston. So it's going to take me about an hour to an hour and a half because of the time I have to be there. So it's, yeah, it's 30 or 40 miles away. So it's literally across town. And I'm not looking forward to that, especially since I'm having to drive my mom's van for that. But it is what it is and everything. But I am happy with my budget so far. And like I said, limited spending and just trying to focus on trying to save as much so that way I can try to now save up for vacation, but also still do, you know, try to pay off the debt faster too. So I'm gonna have to figure out at the end of the month how much money I actually have and how much I can actually put towards vacation and then to go towards vacation and debt. So because I want to save, I have $1,200 I have to save up for vacation by March. So I want to save as much as I can for that. And then I want to pay as much debt as I can as well. So it's kind of like I'm having to shuffle the board, you know, I'm having to rearrange everything. So that's the good thing about budgets and why I do weekly check-ins, is because everything changes from week to week, day to day, that type of thing. And this is a very sidetracked note. I'm looking outside my window and looking up over my neighbor's house and into the trees, and these trees, there's a gap between the leaves, and it's pine trees that are out there. And in the gap, it looks like a face, like an evil face. Very sidetracked. I've been looking at it and I'm like, what? There's an evil face mocking me right now. I feel like it's a bad omen now that I saw that. Anyways, totally lost my train of thought now. Anyways, I feel like my budget is so far so good, and we're almost halfway through the month, so I'm feeling very good about this so far. Again, things may change by next week. You never know. So right now I'm happy about it. It may change by next week and we'll figure it out. But that's the joy of budgets, you know. You kind of have to just go with the flow sometimes and just try to work on it. And for me, doing the weekly check-ins, this allows me to actually like change plans like this. This allows me to start this month and not next month on trying to figure out how much I need to save for savings for the vacation and how much I can put towards debt. So I can actually start this month on that. So, and not wait until October and be a month behind. So, yeah, that's why I like the weekly check-ins, and I'm so glad I'm doing them again and sharing them with you guys. So I will be back next Friday with another check-in for the 14th through the 20th. I will be back on Sunday, this coming Sunday, with a clean with me, where I will be outside working on cleaning off the roof. And I have I had a bunch of pine needles up there, so I needed to get them off the roof because they can start to weigh a lot when it rains. So not that we've had a lot of rain, but it needed to be done. They're also a fire hazard as well, because you never know if they could light on fire, and I'd rather not have my roof on fire. So got those cleaned off. I also was able to trim a bunch of tree branches that were hanging low and get those trimmed. So I didn't do a lot of mowing the yard or all of that type of stuff. It was get up on the roof, clean it off. I didn't even go and collect all the pine needles around the yard from what I pushed off the roof, because I'm like, I'll get to that later. I was already tired by the time I was finished cutting up all the branches, because I had a huge mound of branches that needed to be cut up. And then I needed to put the pest control stuff around the outside of the house, so I was able to do that. And then I came inside and reset the house, and I still need to film a deep clean of my vacuum cleaner, but it is raining outside, so I have to figure out when I'm going to do that deep clean, because I need to get my air compressor thing and use that to get all the dust out of the nooks and crannies and out of the filters and all of that. So I'll be able to fit it in before that video goes live on Sunday. And then I think on Wednesday the 20th, I filmed a meal plan and meal prep type stuff because I'm trying to use all the food in my pantry, freezer, fridge that I have and make as many meals as I can with what I have and make it last for a significant amount of time. So I'm hoping to get it to last all the way to the end of the month, so that way I can also get rid of a lot of the not as nutritious food. I'm gonna put it that way, not as nutritious food. I can get rid of it, and that way in October I can start making better meal choices as well. So that is this week's upcoming videos. So I hope that you make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, all of that type of stuff. And I will be back on Sunday with the Clean With Me. And if you are only interested in budgeting, I will be back on Friday. So yeah, anyways, have a wonderful weekend, and let me know down in the comments below what your weather is like, because like I said, it is raining and storming here. So I'm happy to see rain. I'm happy to see rain. And I'm not looking forward to driving in it. But anyways, let me know what your weather is like where you are at. I will check back with you guys next week.